Good afternoon, and welcome back to another ironic introduction to another video. Today, it's going to be a short one, I'll be honest, but I just want to hang out, honestly. Just a little sad, but, hopefully chilling out could help with that. Progress. How's it going, Gary? My gut instinct, Nigel, is to say your name Nigel Casera, but I could go multiple different ways on your name there. Hopefully I said it right. Yo to you as well. Get this grind. Grab these tier 1 alphas, and then, I don't know, probably finish up Love is a Battle Realm events. And then figure out what I'm doing from there. I'm not entirely sure. I might jump back into 6.1 a little bit. Nice. Good. Glad I got that right, Nigel. What's it? How's it going, Sam? 3/4 of the way through uncollected after 100% masters. That's some pretty good progress for sure, mate. You gonna finish it up tonight, you think? Ooh, way less reach on that than I thought. Nice. Wrap that up nice and clean. There we go. Nah, take a few days, nice and slow. I respect that, Gary. No need to force it. It's not going anywhere, right? You gave up on uncollected. That Mojo RNG fight is not worth it. Ah, Nigel, I understand. Who are you bringing in? Anyone good? Sometimes it's just about the counter you're bringing. Dude, my power drain failed. Feels bad. Here we go. It's that Mojo fight. If you're not bringing the right counter, it's just proper frustrating. But with the right counter, it's not bad at all. All kinds of champs can push through. But, you know, it also depends on where your roster's at, you know. I think I can finally sandbag, but I only need 600,000. So I think I can just go top down. Yeah, we're just going to go top down and see how that works out for us. It's because it's only 600k. 5 stars are OP. Whew. Can't get past the Sentinel in the side quest, Jay. Any suggestions? Sam, do you have Despair Mastery unlocked? If you have Despair Mastery unlocked, bring Captain America Infinity War, a tech champion, on your team. Any awakened Captain America Infinity War can be a 2-star, a 3-star, or a 4-star. It really doesn't matter. And then you literally just spam parry, and you don't ever hit the Sentinel. You just only parry until he's at 1% health, and then you throw a heavy and he's dead. If you don't have Despair Mastery unlocked, then do you have a Awakened Ronan of any level? Because Ronan can just hard cheese and perma-stun. Even a 2-star Ronan can do it. Going to take you almost 260 hits or so. Asar, one of the people here, has it. So that's a really good option there. You don't have any of his good counters. No Void, Quake, or Cap Infinity. Took him down once with Sentinel, but it was a struggle. Do you have Spider-Gwen, Hulk Ragnarok, Doc Ock, I believe those are the first ones that come to mind. There's a few other good counters that you can get away with. I think Human Torch can do it. Void might be able to do it, but I remember thinking, oh no, you said no Void. Let's see, who else is good for that fight? Warlock is okay. Yeah, really anyone with big heavy damage should be sufficient. Let's see. You don't have any of the good counters? No Void, Quake, or Cap Infinity. Eventually, you don't have Despair or an Awakened Void. You have a rank 3 Human Torch. Human Torch isn't going to work, Sam, unfortunately. What about the Ronan? Do you have a 2-star Ronan or a 3-star Ronan even? Either of those can hard cheese that Sentinel fight. How's it going, Harry? Or a Thing, Sam? Perhaps you have Thing with the whole full meme team synergy. You can meme that fight that way as well. Nope, none of the above. This whole monthly quest requires very specific champs, which is a whack. Nigel... it's actually pretty normal for the uncollected event to require specific champions, some kind of specific counter. That's pretty typical. This one feels a little restrictive for sure, but it is fairly common. Like, that's definitely something you should get used to seeing if you're not. Because, like, and this one, all things considered, actually isn't that bad, because at the very least you can push through. There were previous ones made where, like, you couldn't, like, I think the most restrictive one was a Footloose Mephisto. You had to have an Incinerate immune champion for Mephisto, and he, like, constantly went unstoppable. So there was, like, a really, really small pool of champions who responded to the Mephisto. That felt bad, man. That felt bad. As well. Does Cap Infinity War need awakening? Yeah, Sam, definitely does need. Joe Mama, how's it going? It's going, you know, it'll be better tomorrow. I'm in the process of wallowing today. I'll let myself, you know, be sad, etc. And then tomorrow I'll pick myself up and, you know, get excited because, you know, I made the move and transition alliance-wise for a reason. Let's see. Nigel, it might be easier if you send me your roster. I can pick through it and see if maybe you have an option that we can reevaluate. You might just be SOL, dude, and sometimes that's the reality, and that's just a pisser, but this is the Discord channel if you want to pop in and post your roster, and I can take a look through it, you know? Maybe we can figure something out. How's it going, John Garcia? Void chopped up that Mephisto? Yeah, Void was great for that Mephisto fight, but not everybody has an Awakened Void. Damn, there's no point getting Despair yet. Yeah, Sam, you need to have Captain America Infinity War Awakened in order to get the Petrify with the tech synergy. But like I said, you don't need a high rank Captain America Infinity War. It can be a 2-star Captain America Infinity War for that Sentinel fight. This is the first uncollected event in a year you haven't been able to complete because of Mojo. You can usually chip away at bosses, but after he KZO you enough time, his hater degen is unvoidable. Yeah, no, Nigel, for sure. I definitely understand the frustration of that. And the heal, like, is actually relatively sizable. So if you're not, like, pushing through fast enough, it gets super dumb, super fast. Another good opening I saw, Human Torch. I trade you my Human Torch for Hood, LOL. Dude, I would trade my Human Torch for Hood in a heartbeat. Like, in an instant. I was actually talking to my brother because the reason I was so excited about the Human Torch pull was for Abyss of Legends, but I was, like, really evaluating here. Let me pull it up. So I was really evaluating Path 1 of Abyss of Legends, and I was thinking, mate, like, I don't need Human Torch for Path 1. So here's the thing. So, whoa, okay. So, I would take this path up here with Thing, and the only fights you use Human Torch for are Mephisto and Mordo. You can use Human Torch on this Loki over here, but the Loki doesn't have anything particularly special on him, so you don't need to use Torch. So it's just Mephisto, and the Mephisto, again, doesn't have anything specific. You're just using him for, like, that anti-heal. But if I bring Quake, you can just Quake the entire Mephisto fight. And, like, yeah, it's a long fight, but it's only a 2.6 million Mephisto, and I'm pretty confident I could full Quake and Shake, with a few revives maybe. And what that would allow me to do is have Nick Fury and Quake, because freeing up that Human Torch slot gives me that extra synergy, and that means there's 18 fights where I'm getting this triple evade synergy for, like, a lot of survivability in Abyss of Legends. And then Mordo, same thing. You can Quake this Mordo. He's got, like, another, like, stilly node that doesn't affect Quake at all. And so I could Quake the Mordo as well, and he's also sitting at 2.65 million health. Gonna be a long fight, maybe cost me a few revives, but again, it would save me that Human Torch slot. I don't have the rank up materials for him yet either, and it would put me in a really interesting position. And then it's like, Venom the Duck, Howard the Duck, Hyperion Champion, Cyclops. Like, none of these fights do you use Human Torch for. So I'm thinking about bringing Quake and just owning up to it. It's tough. The mentality challenge is, the challenge in it is that it's a long path. Abyss of Legends is huge long path, and if you slip up or you lose your focus or something, like, you're just dead with Quake. So we'll see how I feel. Let's see. Appreciate the fight. Seen put a great video out. Yeah, Gary, maybe that could help. There are definitely people who could be a replacement to Human Torch. The fights where he shines, no one is better than him. Yeah, Harry, I plan on bringing Human Torch for the exploration. Like, let me be clear. There are several fights where, like, you just need Human Torch. He's just honestly the best answer. You're just better off bringing a 4-star, honestly. Like the Deadpool fight. There are a couple other fights that I know about. But just for the initial completion, I think I might be better off with Quake. I don't know, man. I gotta watch more content and see how I feel. But I think you can get some sick one-shots. Can you imagine if I got a one-shot of, like, Abyss of Legends Mephisto with Quake, dude? I can't help it. I'm a trophy hunter, man. I'm a trophy hunter. Let's see. Coming here makes me feel better, Jay. Having 2 times wives with 5 and 2 kids still stresses me out, dude. Joe Mama, I'm just hearing about it, and that just stresses me out, man. I can't even imagine, dude. But glad to have you here. Good to hang out. Makes me feel better. Curious, Joe Mama, what alliance quest is your alliance push? How hard do you how competitively does your alliance take? Krusty Dusty, who do I think is the most annoying champ to fight? Most annoying, maybe. It really depends on the nodes, man. If we're just talking base champions, I think probably Korg, right? Nah, Hyperion. Yeah, I mean, for me, the problem is it really depends on the nodes, right? Because, like, all of these champions, what makes them frustrating is the nodes and the context, and whether or not I'm able to bring a proper counter. So it's tough to answer, but I can say, generally speaking, maybe not the most annoying, is Cyclops, Magneto, and Heimdall. Like, those 3 champions give me an absurd amount of problems, noted up, of course, in specific scenarios, but those 3 champions, they've left me scarred, man. Just bought a Grandmaster Crystal out of Motojo Frustration, and you pulled a 5-star Medusa. Nice, Nigel. Not what you were probably looking for, but still a solid pull. You would still bring Human Torch. He can save so many revives. And even though Quake can one-shot too, it is much harder. But braver to bring a Quake over Human Torch. Plus Nick Fury synergy will do work. Yeah, Harry, it's I need to watch. I need to actively look into Abyssal Legends more, because again, it's just those two fights where Human Torch is used. And I was watching him versus Mephisto today. I wasn't too impressed. I was like, I feel like Quake does this fight just as well. But I haven't seen anything on the Mordo fight yet. That's the one I really need to look into. Korg for you, Krusty Dusty. Korg for a lot of people, I think. Korg for a lot of people. Korg is, especially a high sig Korg, is super annoying, man. Map 5 and 6, it's mostly chill, but you've been with them for almost 2 years. Like, half of us grew together. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's legit. If we don't continue to grow together, I'd definitely be looking elsewhere. Hey, respect. Yeah, I don't ever understand why alliances push map 5 and 6. Is it because the donations are too expensive? Okay, Sam, so the way the Ronan works against the Sentinel, you know what, honestly, Sam, I'm just gonna be, I just gotta send you a link, dude. It's just, it makes better sense this way. Like, this is Osar's link. He's the one who showed me it, proper credit. So go watch this video, and if you have questions, I'll answer, but this video is everything you need, man. This is Ronan hard cheesing Sentinel. And you gotta have Ronan awaken. So if your 2 stars not awaken him real quick. Ooh. Nihilus for you. Yeah, see, Nigel, that's what I was thinking. I was like, if you're not bringing the proper counter, like, a Nihilus is a really annoying champion. But if you can bring, like, Symbiote Supreme, or Dr. Voodoo, or Blade, like, a Nihilus immediately becomes less frustrating, you know? Yeah, Joe Mama. I mean, donations are steep, dude. It's almost 300k, 25,000 battle chips, and like a good chunk of loyalty too. I wasn't paying attention. Like, map 6 donations are real. Some can't handle 6 unless section of 6 needs all 10 active or it fails for map 6. Ah, Gary, that's a good point. I've only ran map 6 on days 1, 2, and 3, so I don't really have any experience in it being difficult. I've been told it's much different with master modifiers, and on days 4 and 5, but I don't know. We'll see. You use Stealth Suit Spider-Man for a Nihilus. Yeah, I guess once you apply that slow to buff, right, it's fine. You just got to get one solid parry, Krusty, and then it's a free fight. Here I am with my Map 2 Alliance and Bronze 1. Hey, John Garcia, we all make progress when we do. For the first, period of time, I was in an Alliance that didn't even run Alliance Quest consistently, so, scale whenever you can or whenever you're comfortable with. Map 5 can do with 8. Yeah, Gary, I'm aware of that. I do know Map 5 can cheese. I've personally seen the 8-person pushes multiple times. Anybody got tips for 6.1 Crossbones? Nigel, again, that's a roster question, mate. Can you send me your roster or something? Maybe send me all your options or something. Because the Crossbones, he's not particularly hard. It's all about bringing the right champion, The fight itself is fairly simple. Feel pretty comfortable in your alliance, Harry? Yeah, those are legit. I know a lot of people that do map 4. Mostly because it's like virtually free, right? Like no donations? Semi-retired. Semi-retired is legit too. Why 4442 is my question. Like, is there even a reason to be running? Yeah, Sam, is yours awakened? Again, just confirming you need him awakened, because that's where you get the additional stun duration. So I don't want you to go in there and be like, hey, it's not working for me. Just gotta confirm. Yeah, John Garcia, see, that's what hit me today too. Is, I've been with this group literally since I joined a serious alliance. This was my first serious alliance, and it's been tough. How many hits for a 2-star, Sam? 260. 260. Plus or minus a little bit, depending on how high his sig is. Punjabi, I got you with that fist bump and the victory, mate. Good to have you here, man. Good to have you here. We do go a little hard in war, though. You don't feel like you pull your weight. You know, Harry, comes with time. Comes with time is my response to that. You've got Sentinel, Killmonger, Venom, Voodoo, Sunspot, Archangel, at least 345. Do you have just your bleed immunes? So, like, out of that whole list, only Sentinel even has a real shot. So, yeah. Do you have any other bleed immune options? Because it's a biohazard crossbones. That's why I mentioned, like, having the right champions. My mistake. I guess I could have done a little bit better. I don't think Sentinel is going to have the damage output to outpace the biohazard / regeneration on the crossbones. Very particular fight. Saucy, you're looking for a good Alliance War Defense champ, and you were wondering if I could help you out. Can you send me your roster online? Saucy, not online, but if you want to send it to me on Discord, and you can download Discord on your phone, so don't feel like you need to do it on the computer or anything. It's an app. You can just pull it up in the App Store. You can send it there, and I'd be absolutely happy to help you out. We don't keep time, so sometimes late declaring. Ah, Gary. That's legit. That's legit. Emma Frost, Nigel, let me see if I can find something on Emma. My gut instinct is to say that she's not going to be able to meet the damage requirement until she's at least rank 4, but let me give it a look real quick. Hold on. Alright, it came up right away, so hopefully we got something. Alright, so someone did do it with an Emma Frost. It was a rank 5 Emma Frost. Yowza. This is rough. Okay, so it's doable. I'm going to go ahead and say you're probably going to need Emma Frost at rank 4 to hit the damage requirement on that Nigel, but she could do it. And Sentinel might be able to do it too. Let me give that a look. Like, literally all I'm doing is typing in champion versus crossbone. Alright, so we got Sentinel. This person did manage to do it with a 6-star rank 1 Sentinel. Cool. So Sentinel can do it. Nigel, if you use Sentinel, what you want to do is time your heal block to when the heal is going to come up on that crossbones, and you'll be able to bypass the heal, and then you'll be able to push through that way. Sam, in other news, you got Wasp as your 8th 5-star. Is she good? I know she will be good for Ghost. Yeah, Sam, Wasp is actually really, really good if you're a high-skilled player. She has, like, one of the weakest block proficiencies in the game and a super, super, super low health pool. So anytime you block, even a parry, dude, just chunks your health away. But if you're really, really, really good at intercepting and you can do the Wasp playstyle, dude, she just deletes things. Because she's like Ghost, where she can get a guaranteed crit, and her crit multiplier is massive. Saucy, my Discord name is J Silver. I just posted the link. I'll post it again, mate. You don't even need to find me. Just click on this link with your phone. And it'll send you to my Discord. You could just post in the general. Well, good to have you. Like, that Discord is not like Line where you have to add people directly. You jump into a server, and then you can just communicate with everybody. So you don't need to find me. I'm already there and can already see. FML finished uncollected earlier. Second time duping 6-star Hulk Rag. Have no motivation to play. Solar Flare. Duping Hulk Rag ain't bad, man. Hulk Rag is like actually a great champion to dupe. Let me show you what. If my Aunt Mai will ever load. So, like, yeah, it's not, obviously you want like something else. But Hulk Ragnarok, His awakened ability gives you that heal or fury, and it's honestly the heal you're looking for. But at Sig 1, you're getting 1800 heal. At Sig 200, you're getting 6500 heal. This is on a rank 3. If I up that to a rank 5, it's from 3300 to 12,000, dude. That's almost 4 times the heal. So you go from Sig 1, or let's say it's your second time, you went from Sig 20, so you're looking at like a 4,000 heal. That extra 20 SIGs is bringing you up to a 4,600 heal, give or take. It's not bad, you know. Yeah, it's not, you know, it's not a Sentinel or a Human Torch, but it's still pretty good. Also, my first serious alliance too, John Garcia. Your last alliance kicked me since all I did was place defenders and rarely attack. Fair point. So you're determined to be the #1 attacker in your new alliance, boosting up like crazy in wars. You've been pretty shaky right now, though, John Garcia. Sometimes that's how it goes, man. Alliances, sometimes they struggle. You know, people got lives, and it's hard to keep up. I don't know who that is. Sounds good. I'll run Sentinel first. If I suck, maybe I'll just have to wait for Iceman or Omega. You've got a Mutant Gem waiting. Thanks for the help. No problem, Nigel. Glad I could help out. Iceman is only good as an option if you have Despair Mastery maxed, FYI. Mysterio and Warlock both work great for that Crossbones fight as well. There's a lot of options. Again, just comes down to seeing your roster for the most part. How's it going, Sauce Packet? I see you in the Discord, so go ahead and post whenever comfortable. How's it going, America? Good to have you here, mate. I'm just going to stay miserable for a while, LOL, but thanks for trying to show me the bright side. Hey, Solar Flare. Nah, I understand. I try to bring the bright side out, but I'm with you. We can wallow together. Well, I'm not wallowing over my salt, but I'm wallowing over New Alliance. Jay, can you search up this account? Because I don't know how they got Cavalier with what they have. The account name is The First Egg. Yeah, America, let me check them out. But, you know, there might be things in their roster that don't exist, but let me check them out. Doesn't Mysterio just die to Biohazard? Yes he does. I'm an idiot. Thank you, Harry. Mysterio does not work, just Warlock. Ooh, Nigel, I hope you get the spiciest pull. I haven't heard the word spicy in a hot second. I hope you pull something fire, man. Actually, when I hear the word spicy, it's from my friend Nick, and he goes, spicy. That's the way it needs to be said. Thank you, bro. Today is a great day for you MCOC-wise. Well, it's a great day in all ways, but you ranked your 5-star Warlock to rank 5. It took weeks of deliberation, and now you're content. Whoa. Dude, Punjabi... that means I get to pick your brain. What pulled the trigger on you for that? I'm also sitting on deliberating about rank 5ing my Warlock. It's there. It's on the back of my mind, but I just got so many options. What was it? What were the determining factors? What made you say, this is it, I want this champion rank 5? Because that could help me. Killmonger purify the Biohazard with a Void synergy. You know what, Nigel? I think so. It does work. I just don't know if it will outpace the Biohazard. Let me check. Excuse me. I can't find... I can't find Killmonger with the Void synergy, Nigel, but my gut instinct is to say it would work. You might want to bring some ability accuracy synergies like Black Widow and like Quake if you can, just to up the rate, but it should work. The follow-up problem there is the damage output, you know? But still playing. That account I was talking about has a weird top Top 4 two in your opinion. So it's called the first egg, huh? Don't know who you are, Sir Facha. If you're in the chat, you need to let me know. Otherwise, I won't accept, because I don't accept random invitations. The first egg. What are we looking at here? So this person has Cavalier. They're rocking a rank 4 5-star Sabretooth, a rank 3 Carnage, and a rank 4 Medusa. Huh. Well, they're level 48. 212 heroes. Yeah, my answer to you, dude, is this person's probably a whale. We're just insanely good at the game. One of those two. Unfortunately, I can't see their whole roster, and they've got 212 champions. So if if I I'm not saying I could do it for cheap, but Act 6.1 completion, man. If you bum rush your way through the collector, especially with that Corvus Glaive, because that Corvus Glaive can push you through the collector. But if you bum rush your way through Act 5, right, boost up, push, and then you use like Omega Red as even like a rank 2 Omega Red, and then Quake or Ghost, you can push Act 6.1 very, very, very fast. And you don't need to have them ranked up to do it. You know? Medusa's going to do amazing work there as well, right? Like I said, staying on the poison and the bleed paths mostly. You can just cheese your way through it very quickly. And then hard revive when you need. And then Omega Red, Ghost, Corvus Glaive, these 3 champions can cheese the Crossbones fight, which is like the gatekeeper of Act 6.1. So that's my thought process there. I'm not quite sure how that person did it, but that's my gut instinct. So you don't see a 6-star Capitan. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it might just be what it is. Search up Capitan Manny. Alright, let me see. People like to flex their accounts, man. The first egg, I have no idea. That's just my gut instincts. I don't want to accuse the person of a hacked account, because maybe they're not, you know? If it is, it is. Look at this. 2 6-stars in your top 4, man. You need to bring up some 5-stars. And one of them is Doctor Strange. But I already have sympathy for you with Doctor Strange and Ebony Maw as 6-stars, man. That just hurts. But I do really like this 4-star Ronin. That's sexy. PvP fights won 483. Interesting. Oh, that's a hacked account you threw away. Oh, I misunderstood. That sucks, dude. It's still there, though. Still exists in the game. You're going to try variant 1. Good luck, Joe Mama. Posted your champs on Discord. All right, Saucy, let's see what we got here. All right. Here's what we're looking at. If you're talking defense, what are you looking for rank up wise? Are you trying to bring up to rank 4, rank 3? This is a lot of champs. No problem, by the way. What's your crystal opening method? Pretty nice luck. If you post it on the Discord, save so Kabam Mike doesn't nerf it, lol. John Garcia, live stream luck, man. Live stream luck confirmed. Never gonna mod. Yeah, dude, modding is a good way to get your account roughed up. Capitan. Yesterday, Jane Foster, dude. Jane Foster plagues the community. Say I have a 5-star Ronin, not too useful though. Buff Ronin, John Garcia. As long as your roster is not full of God tiers and above, Ronin still has some solid value. Sit on 2 mutant gems for a year. You've got Sunspot Emma, X23 Havoc. Should I boost one up or keep waiting? Nigel, I'd say if you're having trouble pushing Cavalier, Emma, Havoc, both of those champions are going to help you out. Havoc in particular is like really, really good for war and will always be a decent war defender. So that's a solid one to bring up. Just saying. Rank 5. All right, let's see. So it really only matters here at the top. If we're just talking defenders, my gut instinct is to say Doom, Saucy. Like, without a doubt, Doom is going to be probably your best defender on this list. Silver Surfer isn't bad. He's not great, but he's not bad. Colossus can be annoying, but not the world's greatest. Dude, it's so hard for me to say anyone but Doom. Looking at this stacked ass roster, man. Wow, this roster. This is a shike ton of 6 stars, man. It's a lot of 6 stars. Where are all the 5 stars? Doom. Is that not an option? Duel your domino. Search up Capitan Manny. No underscore. Why would I? Any particular reason I should duel your domino? Do you just want to see me die to a domino? Because that's a good way to die to a domino. But maybe there's a particular reason. You got 2 Yondu's 6-star from Longshot Future Crystals. I don't know. Should you be happy? Sirav. Yondu's at least a decent defender. I personally wouldn't be happy, but any 6-star at all from Cavalier Crystals is a good time. Just saying. You're wondering if new Colossus could take out Crossbones. Nigel, it's possible if you can get the stuns to stick. You just got to be watchful of the stuns, but quite a few parries in, your armor is just going to be so high you can get some wicked sick damage on that Crossbones. Might just take a little bit of time to ramp up, but it is possible. I do know that for sure. I don't know what I should try to complete next. Really is a slow grind after Cavalier. Harry, yeah, start looking at variants depending on what your roster looks like. And if variants aren't there, start looking at Act 5 exploration. Honestly, that's what you need to be thinking about. Today on your stream, America, you ranked up your Iron Man Infinity War to rank 4. Next in line to rank 4 is Quake, then you'll max Corvus. Congratulations. You really like that Iron Man Infinity War, dude. You want to see how you fight Doms? Because you suck. All right, Capitan. I'm not the greatest, but I'll jump in there for you. Also, once you get a rank down materials from Namor, I can also rank up Mr. Sinister or Havoc. Not huge on the Sinister. I feel like there's a lot of counters to Sinister these days. Saucy. Just my thoughts. You might even find Namor to be a decent defender on stun immune nodes. Because people have to intercept him and or counter heavy, and they'll take damage from that. But if I had to choose between Mr. Sinister or Havoc, I would choose Havoc for a defender, unless your alliance already has a lot of Havocs. I just feel like Mr. Sinister is easier to deal with. You always die in Alliance War to her, shaking your head. How you mentioned that about Mr. Sinister. This week will be Clairvoyant. Variant 4 is a fun one. BRB. Okay, let me find Capitan's... Capitan? Capitan Manny. Alright. It's literally your name. Dude, what am I doing wrong? Here we go. This one? Okay. So I don't get hood synergy here, man. So I might just die to the... I might just die to the unlucky. But we'll see. And maybe Ghost isn't what you're looking for. Whiff? That's okay. Let me do that one more time, but I'll do it with someone other than Ghost. I think you're probably looking for a generic way to fight Domino. So if we're talking generic ways to fight Domino, a trick you're really going to want to learn is how to sidestep. Because sidestepping is like your key to fighting Dominoes that without having to parry. Because if you parry, you run the risk of so here, let me show you. When you parry, you run the risk of being unlucky, right? And if you run unlucky, then you're just SOL. So let me find someone here. I don't want to bring a 4-star. That fight goes too quick. But I also would like to be relatively free of... Here we go. This is a pretty generic fight. So this is how I would fight Domino if I didn't have Ghost, okay? So, hold on. Whoops, too slow. I'm getting some wicked lag here, dude. Alright. So hopefully this is helping. You can see, so the sidestep mechanic is you wait for her to dash in, you dodge back afterwards, and then you dash in and punish. Sorry, it's tough to keep up, man. That's a 3-star Hulk rag. Hopefully that helps, Capitan. But that's called sidestepping. It's a really, really important skill to learn. You can do it against a lot of champions and punish them hard, but it comes up most when a champion has a double medium hit on their first dash in. You've been thinking if you should rank for your Venom the Duck since you have horrible 5-star luck, plus he's extra large. John Garcia, Venom the Duck's not the world's greatest for variant 2. He does some work, but he's not the world's greatest. But a rank 4 Venom the Duck is going to have long-term value, man, as a taxi, so don't feel bad about that. Don't feel bad about that. And rank 4, that's where you want your taxis to be. Rank 4, to me, your first rank 4 should be a taxi, you know? Or not even just your first rank 4, but your rank 4s in general. And I think for you, John Garcia, Venom the Duck is your taxi, right? I don't think you have better options. So I wouldn't feel bad about that. It's going to save you a lot of sustain and just help you with, you know, 60 to 70% of the content. Ghost helps a lot because you use Quantum in War. Capitan, I feel you, man. I'm trying to wean myself off of the Quantum Trinity, though. Give me that Venom the Duck, and I'll give you Starkey, Iron Man, Invisible, Infinity War, Duped, Magic, and Havoc. Wow, that's a lot of trading for the Venom the Duck. Capitan, Mysterio, no problem. Jay, who's your favorite underrated champ? Who is my favorite underrated champ? That's a tough question. Cause like first they gotta be underrated first, right? I'm looking at Aunt Mai right now, if you're wondering what I'm doing. Who is my favorite underrated champ. Probably Ronin, Ronin. He's got some decent utility. Namely, he's like a really good Thing War boss counter. And he's just a lot of fun to play. I feel like he gets written off as not worth the trouble or the hassle, but his playstyle is really easy. And against bleed immune champions, you can use the free evade to dodge so much in this game. And like I brought mine to rank 3 just because I love playing him, and you know, I don't know. There's not the world's largest amount of utility use in him, you know, but he's still really, really fun to play. Maybe Deadpool X-Force. Feel like he's knocked off as a synergy drone, but I get a lot of value out of my rank 4 4-star Deadpool X-Force. Your first rank 4 was Mysterio. He was your favorite character, and Tier 2 Alpha is going to expire in 2 hours. Hey, dude, rank 4 Mysterio seems pretty reasonable to me. Really? Not enough? Good pick. What about you, Nigel? Anyone in mind? What do you say, Seraph? What do I say to what? I asked earlier, don't know if you answered. How are you finding the new alliance? Solar Flare, like how am I finding it information-wise? We haven't done anything, so I won't know for a couple of days, to be honest. You know? Ooh, rough. We'll see in a couple days, to be honest. I'm forced to spectate this war, so I can't even do anything in this war. Might wait till your next month to get some event quest in Arena 5 stars to see what you get. Me every month hoping for someone to rank 4, but you might do it again. Bad habit. Nah, John Garcia, nothing wrong with that. What are your options, though? Maybe you have a rank 4 worthy champion there. I still think Venom the Duck is rank 4 worthy, but it depends on where your Tier 2 Alpha stash is. How was my day? America, it was really, really good. I found, like, I'm from Chicago, I'm from Illinois, and chicken wings in Illinois, like, are great. And in New Jersey, they've been super lacking. Went to this bakery and finally found, like, some decent chicken wings, man. You should have seen me. I was, like, tearing up. I was, like, you know, I love chicken wings, and not having good chicken wings was a big deal for me. So finding that niche spot made a huge difference. We got some really, really good bread, which the wife is like, if we ever leave New Jersey, that might be the only thing I miss, which was proper funny. So pretty good day overall. His ability accuracy can't be decreased, and it's really overlooked. Ooh, that's a really good point. Nigel, you really like Hawkeye. He pretty much carried you through uncollected. Nigel, I have an alliance mate who just brought Hawkeye to rank 4, claiming he's underrated. So, other people on the same boat as you. No alliance events happening currently. 9 is, yep, Solar Flare, exactly. Gotta wait for the alliance to do something first. Hey Jay, I was wondering if the champion needs high sig because I recently just awakened up from a crystal and you took him for a rank 3 for war. Krusty Dusty, the champion I think values his signature ability, but let me confirm. I don't think he needs high sig, I just think it's relevant. It's the champion. I hate when they put champions in the category. Like, just put him in the C. It affects his potency of his armor break as well as the amount of damage he regenerates. Yeah, so if you're running champion as a boss, it's going to be very, very helpful to have him max sig. It's the difference between 1 and 2% of the damage he's taken that fight per second on the heal, which makes him a huge difference in taking this. I wouldn't say it's worth the signature stones, though, but it does make a difference as far as signature stones go. So if you're using him as a defender, it does feel a lot better in that regard, but only if he's on the boss node. Passive fuel block is super good. I do agree. You have a rank up gem 3 to 4, 2016. Should you use it for Dr. Voodoo duped or wait for magic? Seraph, do you have other power control champions? Or other nullify champions, because Dr. Voodoo could fit that slot great. And Magic also fits that slot, so you wouldn't be losing too much. I personally, like, if you don't have power control or nullify champions, I would pull the trigger on Voodoo. Let's see, Punjabi. 1, you haven't 100% Act 5. Haven't done any of the variants. 3, you love the fact that Warlock doesn't need any synergies. 4, his immunities will save you tons of resources and clear lots of content. Alright, Punjabi. That's good stuff, but I'm going to have to keep deliberating. You'll show your options in Discord. Alright, John. Cool. Any 6-star shard farming advice? No advice for 6-star shard farming. Unfortunately, there's no real good way to farm 6 stars right now, besides just making sure you grab, essentially duping 5 stars eventually, and then the uncollected events every month, man. Like, unfortunately, 6 stars, they're just not readily accessible in the game yet. CRF, should I rank up to rank 4 your Black Widow Clairvoyant unduped or your Aegon duped? CRF, if you run... First off, Black Widow Clairvoyant doesn't need her awakened ability, so if you really like the champion, that's there. But generally speaking, Black Widow Clairvoyant is going to help you in static content, day-to-day use, Alliance Quest, Alliance War, questing. Aegon's not going to fit that bill, but Aegon, as a 5-star man, like, he's so vital in the game, and Abyss of Legends has just shown once again that Aegon is just the answer for endgame content, like really long content. So Aegon's just a general speaking longer value rank up. But both of those are rank 4 worthy, and neither one is going to be a bad decision in my opinion. So I don't know. Just depends on whether or not you plan on pushing Labyrinth of Legends or Abyss of Legends anytime soon. And if the answer to that question is yes, then I would do the Aegon. And if it's no, then I would do the Black Widow Clairvoyant. But only Black Widow if you're planning on running suicides. Jobby, those are your main reasons. LOL, Jay crying over chicken's wings while eating. Howard the Duck crying because Jay killed his cousin. Ooh, America. I have no sympathy for Howard the Duck, so it's okay with me. Warlock is your second rank 5. You have Captain America with you at rank 5, SIG 200. Wow, talk about rank ups, dude. Yeah, that's a really good reason to rank up that Warlock. How's it going, Woojin Chun? You showing your roster and you tell me how bad I blew it. Nah, man, Warlock's a great rank 5. I just, I don't know if it's my next rank 5. Trying to 6-star proof the roster. How's it going, Julian? Good to have you here. When it comes to underrated champs, Queen is Angela, King is Massacre. Damn it, Miss Massacre. And Spider-Gwen is also underrated. John Garcia, I do agree. I don't know if Angela is Queen though. I feel like there's someone else, right? Come on, let me see. We gotta sort this by female. That's male, because I know my icons. Nah, Angela might be Queen, man. You might be right. Huh. Nah, man, if I had to choose between Angela and Wasp, I think I would choose Wasp. I feel like Angela, she's great. She's got a lot of sustain. She hits super hard. But I feel like everybody only ever talks about Wasp as like this synergy for Ghost. She just hits so hard, you know? Best animations in game. That's a tough question. I'm super biased, so I'm sorry. But Black Widow Clairvoyant, man. I love the light animations. I like the spider legs coming out and like picking at people, and I love that her special 3 is her literally booping you to death. I think it's hilarious, but I'm biased. Black Widow Clairvoyance is my favorite champion, so maybe not the best, but let's hear your thoughts. Maybe you could change my mind. Nah, you pronounced Massacre right the first time. Nah, John Garcia, it's Massacre, not Massacre. I listened to too much KT1. My brother Charles said his name like 3 times today, and that's why I said it that way. I was like, when he said it as Massacre, I was like, dude, you listen to too much KT1. Get off that. It's 6.2. Yeah, Harry, 6.2 is a whole nother level, man. 6.1 and 6.2, completely different games. Double P, happy Sunjay. Almost the end of Sunjay. Shield of full. Queen might be Scarlet Witch or Angela. Wasp was in a good spot. I think no one ever sleeps on her. That I know. Fair enough, John Garcia. Sunjay is the best J. Nah, man. Saturday is the best J. There's arenas to grind and stuff. I wouldn't be pushing the heroic version of a boring event that you actually have to put focus through and can't auto. Or is it day? I get you. Nova animations are cool as heck. Too bad he won't see much play. Yeah, I wish Nova just had a little more use as a champion, as an attacker. He's like really solid as a defender, but I feel like that was I think that was a play mistake on Kabam's part. Squirrel Girl and Nova felt like a miss, but I'm waiting. I need to get Squirrel Girl. I'll have the 3-star version soon. Like I said, I think she's suicide friendly. And if I can show that she's suicide friendly, it might completely change the game. You know, it won't make her like God tier or something, but you know, it's a pretty big difference in damage numbers, you know? Doom animations. Mojo looks like another mid-tier champ. Doom animations are pretty cool, but I feel like that's just because you see them so much. Abyssal Legends. But I'm biased. I don't like Doom. Squirrel Girl is better than all those you mentioned. Yeah, I gotta see. Siref, you can jump in the Discord, man. This will be, it's the equivalent of, this is the Discord link. You don't need to friend me because just by being in that Discord, you can talk to me all you'd like. And then if there's something, if you're like trying to go personal or something, you can ask me and I'll start a private conversation if it's like a question or something you can't ask in global. But I have direct messaging between players locked to kind of prevent that from happening. Have a good one, John Garcia. You love Claire and Doom the same. Well, Harry, good for you for being open-minded on the Prism scale. I'm just teasing, man. I'm just teasing. If I'm giving up on Doom, too many wasted crystals. Rip, Double P. How many did you open, man? If Carnage is duped, I loved his animations because it's just non-stop thrashing and bleeds. Yeah, Nigel Carnage is pretty cool, especially with deep wounds. I'll never get to know, but it's pretty cool. My pleasure, Siref. Good to have you. Discord's like got a proper amount of people now. I'm gonna have to like regularly check this thing. That's really cool. We're up to like 24 people. Woo, looking good. Whew. Florvinskanov, Smitty. I hope I said your name right. I try my best. Am I uncollected, mate? I'm Cavalier. This is me cheesing a heroic difficulty content just because I literally have nothing better to do. Talk to people. Don't even really need to look at the screen. 15 featured, 10 to 15 featured Grandmaster Crystals. Oof. That's rough, Dr. Double P. That's rough. Well, that wasn't enough to kill. Okay. Jay, can I send you a picture of my champs on Discords? I don't know who I should do for defense, and if I need any that will help me, 100% Act 5. Yeah, America, go ahead. 100% happy to do. When are you expecting to get back into 6.2? Solar Flare, I'm in the process of doing 6.1 item lists. So once I've done 6.1 item lists, then I plan on doing... Well, I'm hoping by the time I've done 6.1 item lists, I've like moved on to 6.3 completion, and then once I've done the 6.3 completion, I'll move into 6.2. So sometime in the next month to 3 months. I hate to be wishy-washy, man, but you know, the progress is what it is. I saw you streaming, and you are a new streamer, so yeah, you just subbed. Hey, dude. Oh, she's stressed, so I'll ask her later. Well, thank you for subbing, man. And you get to be a recent subscriber for a day. I need to figure out how to set it up. I don't think I can until I am monetized. But if there's a way for YouTube to notify me in stream, that would be ideal. But thank you for being here. Good to have you. Can I only explain the Killmonger Winter Soldier strat synergy? You're completing ranking Winter Soldier. Is that the power drain one? So Killmonger has a 100% chance to activate True Strike when intercepting the opponent's dash. Winter Soldier plus 5% attack for each hit of the combo. So it gives Winter Soldier a Star-Lord effect, as well as... yeah, it just gives him a Star-Lord effect effectively. It's pretty nice. Or are you talking about the side of Killmonger? Essentially, Nigel, if you're using... For Killmonger, when the opponent dashes at you, if you intercept them, you get the True Strike instead. Like typically with Killmonger, you only get the True Strike if you hit the opponent immediately after they've specialed. But that synergy would allow you to get the True Strike on intercepting. For Winter Soldier, it gives him Star-Lord's Awakened ability, where up to 100 hits, where you just get bonus damage for the combo meter. So as long as you're not getting hit, you do more damage. Yeah, Solar Flare. All I'm missing for 6.3, honestly, is like either a proper counter for Captain America Infinity War or Hood synergy. I have Ghost. I'm ready to do it, but you really, really need Hood synergy for that. I have to accept that reality. And so either I need to bring up a proper counter or I need to get Hood synergy. One or the other. Winter Soldier, dude, there's tons of content of Winter Soldier doing great things out there. Lots of cheesy things with Winter Soldier. There's some footage of a 6-star rank 3 Killmonger out there. Cool, but not who I would take up. Yeah, Double P, I can't help but feel like that person did that for prestige, but maybe they really, really, really like that. Solar Flare, no Stark enhanced, and no Ronan. I have Ronan as a 5-star, but I'm going to be real. Even if my Ronan was duped, which I could dupe him, I wouldn't use Ronan for the Captain America Infinity War. At least not for a completion. Maybe for an exploration, but I don't like cheesing. I feel like if I start cheesing, it'll take a lot of the fun out of the game for me, and a lot of the satisfaction. Like, I still feel bad for using Gambit for my initial completion of Variant 1. Ryan Wonka... is Glass Cannon a good mastery to 3 itself? Generally speaking, it's worth it. It's not that bad. It's not like the best mastery, but it's a decent temp slot. For a long time, I run Glass Cannon at 3 out of 3. It's easy to say, oh, I'm losing a lot of health, max health, but most of the game is you hitting the opponent. So, personally, I felt like it was worth it. You do eventually reallocate those points elsewhere, but not for a long time. Real Hacks, hi. You just took Winter Soldier to rank 4 with a variant gem. Damn, Double P. That was it. That was your convincing statement. You were like, Killmonger synergy, Star-Lord synergy. We're going to bring Winter Soldier up. America, thanks for reminding me, man. Sorry. So let's see. So America... you're looking at a defense placement, what rank are you trying to do? Are you trying to bring up a 5-star to rank 3, a 5-star to rank 4? My gut instinct, mate, like looking at this, is that you shouldn't be bringing any of these up for defense. Because first things first, when you're talking about defense rank ups, you should always filter your 4-stars. Because 4-stars lose defense rank ups super, super fast. After that, man, yeah, no, that's it. You just filter the 4-stars. I think your roster's not at a point where you should be ranking up for defense, America. You should just place for diversity and accept the fact that where you are roster-wise, people are going to clear, and you're not going to be able to do too much about it. Real hacks. Why do people use suicides? Typically for the arena grind. If you look up my video here, I'll show you. I don't have a masteries video, but I can explain suicides at least. For you. Let's see if I can find the most recent one. This one's from 2019. Here you go, mate. This is the reason why. For the most part, these are like your champions that are suicide mastery friendly. And I go over like the suicide masteries themselves as well as the math behind them. But it's not a general mastery video. It's literally just suicide real hacks. Do I have a general mastery? Ryan Wonka, I do not. I have like my masteries that I run, but unfortunately I'm like really biased. But I could make one if like you're, I think, the second or third person to ask me about it. So maybe it's time I buckle down and I make one. Just I've been putting it off, you know. Have you done variant 2 and variant 3 100%? What's your team for both? A Seraph. For variant 3 at least, I can do you one better, man. I have the variant 3 exploration guide. It's actually 6 videos. Sorry, man, it just takes a really long time to go through. It's a playlist. If you click on the video and find the playlist, here it is. And that's a variant 3 exploration. There's no one team answer for variant 3 or variant 2 because there are specific paths that you have to bring answers to. So unfortunately, you can't just meme it with one team. But variant 3, I have the guide for. Variant 2, I'm still working on. Because like each of these videos is only like 15-minute long, but it takes me like 2 hours to make the video of like constant thinking, and it's pretty mind draining, man. But I'll get there. I'll get there. Start with the variant 3, then move to variant 4. 5-star rank 3 or 4-star max. I wouldn't 4-star max anyone for defense. So let me be clear. But if we're talking 5 stars to rank 3, bring Colossus to rank 3. He's worth Colossus, Venom, Black Widow, Clairvoyant. Those are your 3 5-stars I would bring to rank 3. And then I wouldn't max out any 4-star specifically for defense. But as far as 4-stars I see that are worth maxing out here, Captain America Infinity War is worth. Captain America Infinity War is worth. Omega Red is worth. Captain Marvel movie is questionably worth. Nick Fury is worth. Even though you actually already have a Nick Fury. So I take back the Nick Fury, and I take back the Captain America Infinity War. I see you have a 5-star version already. So yeah, I would take probably your Colossus, your 5-star Colossus up. Or... Man, this is tough. This roster, you're in a pretty heavy sit and wait situation. But yeah, probably your Black Widow, Clairvoyant, Venom, or Colossus up next, personally. George Perez, I'm using a Note 8. I don't want to use... There we go. currently trying to become uncollected, but you want to know what champs are good for Act 5. Florence Kanov. Act 5 in general, you can bring almost anyone. Those nodes are fairly, like, get good. Ghost, like any of the god tiers, demigod tiers and aboves can fit that list. But particularly for Act 5, what you really, really want is an answer to the collector. So not so much for pushing Act 5 as a whole, but specifically for pushing uncollected, Stark Enhanced Spider-Man, Corvus Glaive, Ghost. Other champions that I'm struggling with right now. Quake is relatively good. She falls off a little bit, but she does a really good chunk to the collector. Anybody who hits really, really hard out the gate. Daredevil, duped, and high sig is really cheeky. Don't do it, but it's an option. Could we get like a 10-second glimpse at the masteries, please? Ryan Wonka, absolutely. I'll show you. But if you want a full explanation of my masteries, man, I also have a video for that. Because that's a common question, but I'll flash the masteries as well, just so you can see. Because, not everybody wants to sit through a video. Here's my attack mastery setup. And understand, the masteries change fairly frequently. But I run max suicides. I used to run 3 points in recoil, but I needed 2 points in despair for the side event. I like to run 3 energy resistance, 2 physical resistance, but the rest is pretty standard. 3 in willpower, 1 in coagulate. And then for proficiencies, I run 5 in limber because I believe in having limber for defense. It's just good for my alliance. I run 3 in stupefy, and I run 3 in mystic dispersion. There you go. And then posted a video in case you want a longer explanation. There's a timestamp in that video link as well. You're trying to jump straight to it. What was my team for the variant 2 initial clear? Nigel, I don't remember. I think Thing. At least Thing. Thing was in there. That's all I remember. Thing, you need a Gladiator Hulk for the short path. That's the ideal. Not necessarily Gladiator Hulk, but he really, really helps. I pushed Variant 2 really, really early on. I kind of forced it. I don't think my initial team is a good option. But if you have Thing at all, you can just use the full team cheese for an initial clear, Nigel. Let's see. Florence Kanov, you have Doom, Omega, Ghost, Quake, and Medusa. Wow, Florence Kanov, you're proper setup, dude. Crush it. Blow up that collector. Get those champions up. I would start with the Ghost. Excuse me. I would start by bringing up the Ghost, and then you can take down that collector. Just use the Ghost last. Chip him down as much as you can with everybody else. Use Ghost last, and use that phase to really get your free damage hits in. Blade and Corvus as well. Yeah, so I would say Ghost, Quake, Corvus, Omega Red if you're running Suicides. Don't run Omega if you're not. But if you're not running Suicides, Doom and Blade. Dude, you got a stacked roster there for the collector. Thanks. What's your opinion on the Assassin Mastery? Ryan Waka, I think the Assassin Mastery is overhyped. It's really, really, really good for endgame content. But I think a lot of people, they go to take it. And for most people, like, below Cavalier, it's not as good as you want it to be. Because, like, what makes the Assassin Mastery so good is when you get to 6, like, past Cavalier-ish range, and, like, the last 10 or 15% of people's healths are, like, brutal fights, like Iron Man Infinity Wars with nodes, or, like, bosses with, like, sick regen, or things that trigger, like, pessimism in the bottom half. That's when Assassin really, really, really shines. But otherwise, like, the damage, the sick damage you're getting at the end there, man, it just doesn't translate as well as people think it does, mathematically speaking. Like, if you're running suicide-friendly champions, you get way more damage off of suicides, but not even just from suicides, dude. Like, deep wounds and liquid courage. Deep wounds and glass cannon and, like, courage mastery. Like, the damage from those are way cheaper. So if you're not getting the ability accuracy reduction value out of Assassin, the damage itself is overhyped. But that ability accuracy reduction, man, that's next level. Thanks for answering your questions. You're going to go now, so have a good rest of your stream. Thanks, Krusty Dusty. Enjoy your time. Used not to run suicides. Nigel, yeah, recoil. Recoil alone will stop people in their tracks. Every time you throw a special, recoil causes you to lose 5% of your health. And it just sucks. Like, it's by far the worst part of suicides. Otherwise, if you're not, it's also like really expensive to unlock. So it's like 7,000 units to unlock both suicides and 1 point in willpower. It's really expensive. And then, yeah, like non-suicide friendly champions will just die. So it really limits your roster very quickly. Like, there's a ton of champions who want to spam Special 1 and Special 2, and Recoil will just get you killed. Doom is a great example of that. Hyperion is a great example of someone who's suicide-friendly, but works so much better without, in my opinion. So, Jay, you forgot to tell me your second account, second quest ahead of my friend's main LML. You're closer to the collector than him now, and he has 4 rank 5 4-stars, and your second one only has 1. Yeah, America, it's an amazing how much player skill really means in a game like this. Do you have a social media you post when you are live? Ryan Wonka, no, but I do have a stream schedule. Everything outside of the schedule is just cherries on top, but you can find me every Monday and Thursday, 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. or 1930 hours to 2100 hours Eastern Standard Time. It's in the description of this video as well. As for the rest of the lives, dude, the reason I don't post it is because I don't know myself. I don't really do Twitter or any of that stuff. Maybe if I ever hit like 1,000 subscribers, I'll consider it. Might be worth it. You're the first person to actually ask me that question, so I haven't had to think about it. Had to run to the gas station. Did you need gas, Harry? Because why would you run to the gas station when you can drive? Nope, my wife didn't hear that one. How cool would it be instead of profile pics we could get champion skins? Nigel, I would love for Marvel Contest of Champions to tap into the world of champion skins. It would just be such a good revenue source for them, I think. But the reason they don't, because let's face it, why release champion skins when you can just release a new champion? I think is the answer people give. All right, got the Alliance asking me a question. Hold on. You were buying food. Ah, okay. You legitimately ran there? Darn, I was trying to tease you. Missed out on the opportunity. Florence Ganov, it's possible. If you're confident you can, go for it. Personally, I just run and gun the collector fight. So my advice is to just bring everybody else, because eventually his specials go unblockable. So until his specials go unblockable, just block them. Don't try to dex them, just block. Take the block damage. Bring Heimdall if you can. That's going to save you a ton of resources. After that, man, once his specials go unblockable, then bring Ghost and just gun it. Like, phase one hit, and if you get lucky and he throws the special, great. If not, then just keep on hitting him until he pushes to a special 3. Get as much damage as you can out of Ghost, revive, and push back in. Personally, that's how I would do it. Double P, did I find a new alliance? I did. Officially joined. Something mercenaries. BFMZ. I don't know. I should probably learn the alliance name. Ryan, because I don't have the points for it. I'm running Mystic Dispersion. I have Pacify and Petrify unlocked, and if I need them, particularly for like a magic or something, I do unlock them. That's why I think it's really interesting. People ask for like mastery guides. Masteries change like that. There we go. Maybe you could hear that snap. Initially, when you're playing your masteries, like once you have precision and cruelty unlocked, it really doesn't matter which direction you go. Personally, I just recommend suicides for people who run a lot of arena, just because it'll save you a lot of time. It's an initial heavy investment, but if you know you grind a lot of arena, you'll get that money back, or those units back eventually. And more importantly, you'll get resources, right? But for people who don't, I just say just grab deep wounds and stuff, because you'll want them eventually. You want them all, because once you hit endgame, dude, you change your masteries to match up the fights you're doing. Like right now, dude, Abyss Legends, people change their masteries every other fight just to deal with the fight. The fights are that long that it's worth dropping 45 to 70 units, 45 to like 140 units sometimes, to change their masteries. Harry, you did much better than me, mate. I dropped 1,200 units back in the day. I was not skilled. I sucked at the game, and I forced that collector fight. But I got him down. Got him down. That's what matters. Brute Force Mercenaries. Thanks, Harry. See, you know the name of my alliance. I should, but I didn't. You feel so crappy. After beating Maestro on your second, it took you 500 units back in 2018 when you first fought him. LOL. You were such a rookie back then. Yeah, America. That's what's so cool about this game, is when you go back and you're like, whoa, I'm so much better at this game. Like, I still like to talk about the fact that back in the day, I could not dex Gwenpool's special 1. And like, I was like, it's so difficult. The timing is so hard. Like it's such an impossible fight. You get hit once and you die. You can't get any damage because of the breakthrough node. And now I'm like, dude, Gwenpool is easy. That's a free fight. Just, sometimes you come a long way. Sometimes that's how it is. Good times. Grind arena, but you're trying to do Act 5 100%. Do you think I should still run suicides? You don't really have any suicide-friendly champs. Yeah, Ryan Wonka, I would check out that tier list I set up. It's Suicide Mastery-friendly champions, and then base it off of that, mate. It really comes down to that. Couldn't fight Drax. Yeah, Harry, because of the can't be parried, right? Ryan, no, don't run suicides if you don't have suicide-friendly champions. You can run half suicides, though. You can always run liquid courage, max liquid courage, and 1 point in willpower, and that will do most of it for you. You'll still get the benefit of faster arena, but you won't suffer as bad. Just remember that recoil means that you do suffer damage every time you throw specials. So you want, at the very least, non-special 1 spam champions. Special 2 spam champions are okay. And then just know that it is going to cost you more in the form of health potions and revives when you push in the long run, unless you fix your roster up. Florence Ganov, think it's better to use your vision, not for the collector. Eventually, the collector becomes to a point where you can't power drain him. So vision's actually not a good option. And his damage output is so low, it's just really less than ideal. I'm at the point today, though, where I'm opening crystals, and then we're going to close out. I got to go to sleep because it's Sunday. It's work day. It's crazy how fast you can build a roster from now. I was stuck at Act 3 Thanos for 2 months building my 3-star roster. Yeah, dude, the game has progressed so far. We're at the point where people don't even need to think about touching content. Woo! That's a double skill. That's hot. Pretty nice. Map 6 crystals. Pretty nice. All right. What else to open? We got these map. Most of my champs are suicide friendly. Mysterio, Ghost, Human Torch, sort of. Yeah, I mean, out of those 3 champs, only Ghost. So, I guess Mysterio is a special 3 spam champion, but you do lose the utility on him when you run suicides. So, I don't know. Not bad, not bad. It's a good chunk of tier 4 basic. That's what I was fishing for. Go pop your 5-star with you right now. Nice, Nigel. I'll hang out until, at the very least, you pop that 5-star then. I gotta find a reason to hang out, though. Literally just took your Vision to rank 5. Wish you knew that vital information. Vision as a champion is still great, Florence Ganov. And for the record, I used my Vision for the collector. You just can't rely on that power drain is all. But Vision still has double immunities. My Vision still sees use to this day. So don't feel bad about that rank up at all, man. Solid champion. Double immunities, good power control. I don't think you're gonna regret that. Don't think you're gonna regret that. Can I make the world mad at me once again? That's the question. Come on, I'm greedy. Give it to me. Something good. 5-star? A 4-star? Dude, not a 3-star? Ooh. Yeah, it's okay. I already pissed people off with that 5-star. This is a good one. Just pulled your Cell Suit Spider-Man, and you already have Mysterio. Congrats, Nigel. Cell Suit's a solid champ. Great answer to Unstoppable. Alright, that's it. I waited nice and long. That said, it's sleep time, team. I'll see you all tomorrow for the MCOC and chill. Thanks to Florence Ganov, Smeti, and Ryan Wonka for subscribing. Thanks to everybody for hanging out, keeping me company today on this Sunday. I hope you guys all have a great week and have a good night. Talk to you all later. Peace.